all knew JayZ and Roc Nation was some snakes, and JayZ did some really snakish stuff to get his position with the NFL. But we're just now finding out the extent to which JayZ went to get that position and what he actually did to Colin Kaepernick after he was in that position. We got Poetic Flakko today. We're gonna get into a video by him. First, you guys know I need y'all to smash that like button, man. I keep saying it. Smash the hell out of that like button. Help this video get into the YouTube algorithm. Help me get some more views on it. Let YouTube know that, hey, this video got to get seen, you guys. We need thousands of views on this video. That helps the video or the channel bring in more revenue, and it's free for you guys to do. Let's go.
Nation and JayZ's betrayal of the black community and schemes against Colin Kaepernick gets revealed, gets put on blast by multiple people with different agendas. That's how you know something is validated, when multiple people is telling the same story. Now, these confirmations only confirm what we already knew regarding JayZ's and his relationship with the NFL, and essentially what JayZ partnered with the NFL for. It's no secret that JayZ has made a bulk of his wealth being an overseer for black folks. If a company, for one reason or another, got black folks on their tail, got black folks boycotting them, they hired JayZ as a mercenary to get black folks off their behind and to repivot our attention. He has done this time after time, but the most flagrant example is what he did with Colin Kaepernick. See, when Colin Kaepernick took a stance for police brutality and was boycotting in the NFL, and the NFL then decided to boycott him and not give him any more jobs or take away his opportunities because he was boycotting police brutality, JayZ was one of the first people to hop on board and try to co-opt the movement to benefit himself. And the moment JayZ realized that it would be beneficial to turn against the movement, JayZ did. To really put into words how flagrant what JayZ did, you kind of have to go back. Like when Travis Scott was set to perform at the Super Bowl, JayZ chastised him for going against Roc Nation, because Roc Nation and JayZ was boycotting the Super Bowl. He was kind of taken away from Colin Kaepernick and trying to present himself as the leader of the movement. When the NFL approached Jermaine Dupri to help with social justice initiatives, JayZ told Jermaine Dupri, don't do it. Don't work with them. We boycotting them. And the minute the NFL came to JayZ with a deal, JayZ abandoned the initiative. JayZ abandoned.
See, JD, man, hey, he should have just went ahead and went with it. Why did you go to JayZ and ask JayZ about it, bro? You should have just went ahead and went with it. I'm a firm believer in that you can only change organizations and institutes from the inside. That's the only way you can truly change them. Like the police organizations, the only way we can truly change them is by raising our kids up with morals, teaching them, telling them the truth, and then teaching them and telling them and having them become law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? That when the Irish came to this country, they weren't very well liked, but guess what they did? They taught their children to become the law enforcement. And that's what we got to do. I don't understand that. Like we want to, you know, we get mistreated by law enforcement, then we want to tell our kids, hey, it's not cool to be law enforcement. Well, we should be telling them, hey, nah, we need y'all to go ahead and become law enforcement and go ahead and try to change this stuff from the inside, because y'all know what it's like, for real.
And everything, and JayZ began to work with the NFL. But that's not what this video is about. No, this video is about not only did JayZ begin to work for the NFL, JayZ began to work for the NFL as a mercenary. JayZ began to attack, tear down, and try to exterminate Colin Kaepernick on behalf of the NFL to make him go away. This is sickening. You see, Gilly the Kid explains it perfectly, how JayZ utilizes his real estate and cachet in the culture to enrich himself while effing over everybody else.
They call us, right? They say, Gilly, we want to invite you to the Roc Nation brunch. I'm the that said, why would I want to come? Why wouldn't you want to come? I said, you want me to keep it real with you, or you want me to lie to you? Keep it a buck. I said, the Roc Nation brunch ain't of nothing but JayZ putting a bunch of on the lawn and then going in the back door and saying, I told you I still run this shit. Give me the money.
Wow.
You think I'm letting it use my brand? Huh? See, Rich said like this.
Yeah, I see how you do.
Hey, that's deep. Cause honestly, when you look at the Roc Nation brunch, that's what it looked like too. And then you got people up there like Robert Kraft sitting there and rubbing elbows with Diddy and JayZ. They ain't rubbing elbows with the people with the less money, huh?
You turned to that.
I got this shit from Russell and them. I ain't there yet. But I be seeing the rich shit like this. You know, they get a little money, they cross their legs and shit. That's all this is, man. Let's keep it real. I operate with 26 major brands. You think I don't know what branding is? Come on, we don't work from New Amsterdam Vodka, Manscaped, Harrier Razors, Roman Swipes, you name them. They come to $1 million worth of game because we move the needle. I don't let nobody allow to use my brand with their brand. What do you get from going to these parties except for a picture? I don't even smile with you if you ain't worth 500 million or more. Let's be for real. The only smiling they do is when the billionaires in the picture. Look at all these broke ass on the lawn.
The NFL gave JayZ a
I mean, honestly, you might have a chance at networking with some of these richer elites. Because like I said, if you go back and watch some of my Diddy shorts, you'll see Robert Kraft in a lot of those shorts because a lot of them are clips from the Roc Nation brunch. Robert Kraft is always there with JayZ and Diddy. If in case you don't know who Robert Kraft is, he's the owner of the New England Patriots. And in case you're not familiar with that last name, Kraft macaroni and cheese. You know, that's what I'm saying. So you got people like that going to the Roc Nation brunch. That might be an opportunity to attempt to rub elbows with people like that and attempt to network with people like that. Because, you know, a lot of the times when you're in certain industries, networking is the key. But I guarantee with JayZ and Diddy and them, there's some kind of ulterior motive.
$25 million deal to help with the Super Bowl halftime performance. But that's not really why JayZ did it.
Huh.
You see, JayZ put his cachet and his stake in the culture at risk because JayZ's ultimate goal is to own an NFL team.
There you go.
JayZ's seen it. This is the route to go.
And it makes a whole lot of
Prove
sense.
my allegiance to the NFL after I tried to boycott them, make their biggest problem, Colin Kaepernick, go away. And once I do that, well, then maybe they would award me with a team. Maybe later on down the line, I could purchase a team. So when JayZ began his partnership with the NFL, Roc Nation began to work against Colin Kaepernick. Roc Nation began a smear campaign against Colin Kaepernick with multiple platforms within the culture to make sure that Colin Kaepernick and his influence dwindles, it diminishes. So
see, in case for anybody who doesn't understand, not just anybody can own an NFL team. You pretty much got to be one of the boys. You know what I'm saying? The current owners of the NFL teams, if you try to go buy an NFL team, they get to vote if they're going to let you buy that team or not. So say, like, for instance, it's rumored that Jerry Jones wants to sell the Dallas Cowboys. Say if I had enough money to go buy it myself outright, right? I wanted to go buy it. The current owners are going to vote yes or no if I can buy that team. I'm not in the boys club. They're going to vote no. You feel me? JayZ is having them come to the brunch. He's kissing up to them. He's doing what they want, like getting rid of Colin Kaepernick, making the Super Bowl halftime make more money than it's ever made for them, because honestly, the owners run the NFL. The NFL itself is just a, I don't know what exactly to call it. It's the executive branch for the owners. That's the only simple way I can put it. I'm pretty sure somebody else would be able to put it the correct way for me.
It no longer affects the NFL. JayZ became a mercenary for the NFL. Now, Colin Kaepernick's girlfriend went on live, and she spoke briefly, kind of vague about it, but it was Van Lathan who followed up, who spoke as clear as day, dropped names, and really broke down exactly what Roc Nation and JayZ did. But let's hear Colin Kaepernick's girlfriend kind of give us a couple pieces of the puzzle before we hear Van Lathan really tie it in.
I know it's a lot happening, but you know, I'm not new to this. We've been saying this for years. Look at the timeline, especially 2019. Lots of articles, lots of journalists did good investigative work to really unearth what was going on with the NFL doing everything they possibly can to get rid of the controversy of teams not signing Colin Kaepernick because of his peaceful protest. Go back to the timeline. My Twitter, my Instagram, it's all there. And how the NFL, yes, they did use JayZ to smooth it over. That's why you're getting, I'm sure, great shows that I do not watch or support. I don't care who's on that stage. I don't care. I don't watch that league because it doesn't change the fact that they wrongfully punished Colin for his peaceful protest. Colin was not protesting his employment. No, he was protesting police killing Black people, systemic racism.
And nor was he protesting the flag or the country.
And the worst part about during that time were the smear campaigns that were happening behind the scenes to try to discredit Colin publicly, to sway people to think that Colin was okay being blackballed or he was asking for a lot of money.
And you know who was behind the smear campaign? Well, you guessed it, bruh. Roc Nation. At this point, bruh, we got to start calling JayZ BB. Because BB and JayZ got very similar characteristics, bruh. They sit behind the scenes and they manipulate. JayZ was trying to tear down and destroy a cultural icon like Colin Kaepernick. Oh, I thought JayZ was for Black people. And this is not a conspiracy. Somebody who was in the room can confirm that Roc Nation gave them a call, asking them to push a terrible story and a lie about Colin Kaepernick. Van Lathan was in the room. Here is Van Lathan speaking up because he feels like everybody else is silent and he don't want Vanessa to be out here by herself, especially if she's speaking the truth that a lot of people know is the truth, but they're silent on.
Now, see, this is a shocker to me because I was always under the impression that Roc Nation had Colin Kaepernick's back and was doing what they could do behind the scenes to back him and try to smooth things over and try to explain, no, it's not about the flag. It's not about the national anthem. It's about police brutality. I didn't know that they were the ones behind the scenes actually pushing the smear campaigns. I remember when he was trying to do those workouts, and they were pushing the smear campaigns then, like, oh no, he was invited to workouts. He didn't want to come to the workouts. He wanted to have his own private workouts, or he wants too much money, this, that, and this and that. That's crazy. It was Roc Nation that was actually behind it. And Van Lathan actually talks about how he knows this for a fact.
And she was talking about Nicki Minaj's claims about a smear job that JayZ had against Colin Kaepernick. All right. I have to say.
The crazy one don't sound so crazy no more, huh?
This. I think the thing here, and I've told this story before, I think the thing here is the JayZ part of it. Obviously, that's the biggest deal.
I don't know why the JayZ part would be a gray area. JayZ signed a deal with the NFL. JayZ's name is on that contract. JayZ is the owner of Roc Nation. So if Roc Nation is calling media platforms pushing a story in a smear campaign against Colin Kaepernick on behalf of the NFL, then yeah, JayZ is involved. Like, no, okay, no, I'm not. No, JayZ don't get.
Now hold on. I will say something in JayZ's defense, not Roc Nation's. JayZ's defense. Yes, he is the co-owner of Roc Nation. He is the chairman of Roc Nation. He does not run Roc Nation. He does not run the day-to-day operations of Roc Nation. Desiree Perez does. I'm just saying. JayZ is the face of Roc Nation. You get it? So it's not JayZ. It might be JayZ's name on the contract or whatever the case may be. It's not JayZ that's running these Super Bowl halftime shows. It's Roc Nation. They're just putting it out there as JayZ because JayZ's the face. You get it?
Like Dodge escape here? Oh, what? The local publicist at Roc Nation was calling media companies pushing negative stories about Colin Kaepernick on behalf of the NFL without JayZ knowing? I'm not buying that at all, bro. That's not even plausible or reasonable. Of course JayZ was involved.
But when Nessa's talking right there, there's a part of me that feels bad about letting her be on her own with saying that. And this is the reality. This is what happens, at least in what happened, at least in this one instance, because I was there. I know for sure. I'm not saying it was JayZ. I can't say that JayZ did anything, right? But I know for sure, that Roc Nation was seeding negative stories about Colin Kaepernick during the time that he was really in traction with JayZ. For sure. I've told this story before, I'll tell it again. This is another story where I give Harvey a ton of credit, right? So I'm at my desk one time. This is after the Roc Nation NFL deal has been announced. And give Harvey more credit than just with how he played this. I'll give him credit for the fact that he goes, hey, I just got this information on the phone. I know who was on the other end of the phone. I know who Harvey's Roc Nation contact is, right? I just got this information on the phone. And all of these things about Colin Kaepernick is what I just got told, right? He comes over to me and he tells me all of these things. And it was the whole Colin Kaepernick doesn't really want to play narrative. Like Colin Kaepernick
exactly what I was talking
didn't
about.
go to this training or he sabotaged himself this way or whatever. Actually, it was the same thing that people had started to hear on First Take.
Yeah.
And it was a narrative that was getting around because either it was coming from what I thought at first is that either it was coming from players that had played with him or people that knew things. I don't know, but I had heard it before, right? And Harvey comes over to me and he says all of this stuff and he's like, yeah, did you know that he actually doesn't really want to play? And I looked at Harvey and I said, look, I don't think that we here at TMZ should be getting in the middle of what's going on between Colin Kaepernick and JayZ. I think if we run what essentially was a hit piece on Colin Kaepernick, I don't think we have the cultural cachet to do that. Number one, to insert ourselves into the middle of that situation. And also, I think it's choosing a side in something that is literally at the core of a culture, of a Black cultural discussion right now. I don't think we should do it. And he listened.
It's been about 5 years or so a lot of people have forgotten. But at this time, a lot of people was giving JayZ flack for taking a deal because it felt like betrayal. It felt like JayZ crossed that picket line.
Well, like I said, I'm a firm believer in that you have to change institutions and organizations from the inside. So when he took the deal, I didn't know all the things that was going on behind the scenes. I wasn't giving him flack. I'm like, all right, cool. This is going to work out for the better for everybody. That's what my thoughts were.
JayZ was the one that was chastising, criticizing any and everyone who performed at the Super Bowl, right? He put himself at the forefront of a movement that had nothing to do with him. Colin Kaepernick didn't ask him for his help. JayZ wanted to be, again, cachet in the culture is how that's the only currency JayZ has is his cachet in the culture. JayZ is doing deals with zero upfront capital because they believe he has cachet in the culture. So JayZ put himself at the forefront of this movement, trying to boss people around, telling them not to perform, boycott the NFL because he wanted to co-opt the movement. He successfully co-opted the movement and then told the NFL, you wanted to go away, right? Hey, I want in. I want parts of the NFL. So then they gave him the Super Bowl. And now he has complete control of the Super Bowl halftime performance show. And now JayZ has more power. And now I'm pretty sure in about 5 or 10 years, he's probably going to be owning an NFL team. And
I don't know.
This is just not right. It's not cool. Now, Van Lathan will say that they ultimately said,
I don't know. Like I said, it was just rumored a couple of days ago. Jerry Jones is talking about selling the Dallas Cowboys. So it might be sooner than that. I don't know.
settled on a different story that will kind of, do good PR for JayZ, but not throw Colin Kaepernick under the bus. And here's the story they ended up going with.
Hey, New York people, wouldn't that be wild if Jerry Jones did sell the Dallas Cowboys and JayZ was part of the ownership group, being from New York? Hey, yeah, that'd be messed up. Because hey, he probably could never come back to New York. Am I right? Could he come back to New York? Y'all let him come back to New York?
Instead of the smear campaign that Roc Nation tried to get TMZ to run.
You didn't do it.
He did not do it. He listened. He goes, okay, that makes a lot of sense. He listened. I'm like, I don't think we should do that. Like, he listened, right? He went and got back on the phone. And when he came back, there was a different story. And the story that ended up making it to TMZ was that JayZ somehow had the inside track on becoming an NFL owner because of his relationship with the NFL. And that ended up being the story. You guys could probably Google that story. I'm sure it's still on the site, that JayZ was going to become an NFL owner. And the reason why that story went up is because it was still a story that kind of explained why he had decided to take the deal with the NFL. It was a story that made it make sense to people. Like, oh my God, maybe JayZ, as the owner of a team, can then put Colin on a team.
Right.
Maybe moving on from the kneeling situation is worth it because we're going to get a black owner in the NFL.
Or just
JayZ sold out his own people to enrich himself.
I mean, but hold on. This is a man that made his rap career off of talking about selling drugs, and ain't that what drug dealers do too? They enrich themselves off of destroying their own people. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. I mean, I'm not perfect. I've done my share of street shit. I'm just saying. I'm being honest.
Are you shocked? Are you shocked that Roc Nation or JayZ did this? I'm not at all. This is on brand. Now, TMZ had enough cachet or enough power to say, hey, we're not doing this, JayZ. Sorry. Do you think the Shade Room had enough cachet to tell Roc Nation no? Do you think other platforms? Do you think, I don't know,
No.
Pop Base? Do you think My Mixtape? Do you think World Star? All right. Do you? No. I could almost guarantee you, bro. Those other platforms got that call from Roc Nation and JayZ, and they say, hell yeah, boss. Oh, this all, boss? You sure you don't want us to smear him some more, boss? Man, let me know in the comment section, man. What do you guys think about this?
What do you say? Hey, what homeboy in life say? Tell him about the gun line, boss.
Bro, do y'all believe that Roc Nation and JayZ did this? I mean, at this point, if you don't believe this, bro, then you probably on payroll with Roc Nation too, man. But then what JayZ do? Is it wrong? Do you guys think that JayZ did the wrong thing?
All right, so that was Poetic Flakko with another evil Roc Nation scheme just got exposed. I will put the link to that video in the description box. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section. I didn't know that they was going behind the scenes and I didn't know they was backdooring Kaepernick like that. I did not know that. That is wild stuff to me. Come on, man. See, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say about that. Because I was really under the impression that JayZ taking control of this position was definitely for the people, but it's for him. It's for him and Roc Nation. That's it. That is it. To enrich them, and he's basically just sucking up to them to improve his standing. I don't know. Like I said, y'all let me know down in the comment section. That's my video for today. Hey, if you guys made it this far and you're new to the channel, make sure you go down there and you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell icon. That way YouTube notifies you every time I drop a new video. While you're down there, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you drop a quick comment. All that helps the video get into the YouTube algorithm, and all that is free for you guys to do. Hey, this your boy King Charm saying I appreciate you in advance. Peace.